That the government has now filed a contempt petition against Idea in the 3G ICR case. That is what we are picking up from our sources. Idea, the stock price will just come up for you on your screens. Let's see whether or not this has any implication of the news on the way the stock has moved so far. Idea, meantime, well, it's taken a nosedive of sorts. 129 is where the stock is, languishing in trade by a good 1% or so. But let's get in some more clarity on this news that is currently flashing on your screens with regards to Idea. Gauri Dwivedi joins in on the phone line to chat a little bit more about that. Gauri, just reiterate for us, what is it that you're picking up for your sources and what it means for Idea?
It's really very negative news as far as Idea is concerned, because what the government has alleged is that the company is not abiding by the court order. The High Court had categorically said that Idea cannot add the new 3G customers in circles where it does not have 3G spectrum, and in fact the case will now be heard only sometime in July, around the 10th of July. Till then, this was supposed to be the status, and violation of a court order is actually pretty serious as far as the company is concerned, which is what the government has alleged, the Department of Telecom has alleged in a petition that it has filed today, saying that Idea Cellular is not abiding by the court order, and in fact it's a contempt petition that has been filed. So definitely it's very bad news as far as the company is concerned, and remains to be seen whether there can be some penal action or some penalty that can be imposed on the company for not abiding by the court order. And that court order categorically says that no new customers in circles where you don't have 3G spectrum.
Right. Gauri, the stock, of course, has seen a sharp reaction downwards. It's now down almost 1% after an okay ride up until now. And that's precisely the point that you were making. What is the next course of action? Is the government now going to slap a penalty on Idea? What happens next?
Two things that are now in a very grey area. One is what happens to the new customers who have now been added by Idea Cellular. They will, of course, not have any safety, any cover which some of the previous customers had. So that is a negative. Whether the revenues that Idea generates from these new customers will be added, or will that now be refunded back? That's a huge question mark. And secondly, a penalty is definitely a reality. Of course, the matter is in courts. It has to be decided by courts. But a penalty is something that's very much a reality and can be imposed by the courts, because this is a very serious offence. A violation of a court order, violation of a High Court order is a very serious offence, and the court can, of course, take serious note of it.
Gauri, too early to guesstimate, but what could be the quantum of the penalty that Idea could face?
Well, as you rightly pointed, this is too early to say, but the court can actually put a per subscriber, per customer kind of a penalty on it, because, at the end of the day, it could be decided on the number of customers that Idea has added in circles where it does not have 3G spectrum. So it could probably be dependent on the kind of customers it has added, but it's difficult to actually put a figure on it right now.